Welcome to Bitcoin News today on the 12th of September 2018. Today I'll be talking about the Bitcoin crash. Is Bitcoin dead? Walmart selling $1 Bitcoins. Bitcoin dominance, we'll take a look at that, as well as the top 10 cryptocurrencies. We'll also look at the Bitcoin forecast for the forthcoming month and the best Bitcoin exchange. So if that sounds interesting, definitely stay tuned to the video. So first of all, let's look at Bitcoin dominance on the CoinMarketCap website. Bitcoin dominance is currently at 57.7%. This is being discussed a lot because it's very high dominance, as we shall see on the chart. And whilst Bitcoin dominance is increasing, the interesting thing is that the dominance of other coins, especially Ethereum, is going down. So you can see that the graphs really since about May, the other coins have been going down, with the biggest loser being Ethereum, while Bitcoin dominance is going up. So that means that people are selling Ethereum for Bitcoin, which is normally the case on many exchanges. Normally when you sell Ethereum, it's converted to Bitcoin rather than dollars or other fiat currencies. So the other thing I want to look at is the top coins. So let's just go to that and just quickly go through the top coins currently in terms of the market caps. So the top coin is Bitcoin, and it is followed by Ethereum in second place, XRP, Ripple in place number 3, followed by Bitcoin Cash, EOS, and these are a fraction of the market cap of Bitcoin. Stellar, Litecoin, Tether, which is linked to the price of the dollar, Cardano, and Monero at number 10. So they are the top coins currently. Bitcoin at $109 billion market cap is by far the biggest coin. So that's why I always look at Bitcoin in my videos. So on to our news stories now. So you thought that Bitcoin was worth over $6,000, but Walmart is now selling Bitcoins for $1. What's the catch, you may ask? Well, these Bitcoins are actually made of chocolate, and there's a picture of them here. So this shows how mainstream Bitcoin is becoming. You might have seen the gold-plated Bitcoins, and I did make a video actually where I stuck one on the ground in Nottingham. Definitely check out that video. The reaction of some people were quite funny on that video. So very interesting that Bitcoin is going so mainstream now that even some kids' chocolates have the Bitcoin logo on them. On to a more serious story. The International Monetary Fund, the IMF, is urging the Marshall Islands to reconsider adopting digital currency as a second legal tender. Why would the International Monetary Fund do that? Are they scared that people are going to start using cryptocurrencies instead of fiat currencies, I wonder? So they've warned the Republic of the Marshall Islands about the risks of adopting cryptocurrencies as a second legal tender. According to an official press release, the US agency is backed by the United Nations and addresses the government of the Marshall Islands, stating that the introduction of digital currency as an official form of legal tender will pose risks to the country's financial integrity as well as relationships with foreign banks. Most importantly, I think. By adopting digital currency as a second official currency after the US dollar, the Bank of the Marshall Islands, the BOMI, the only local commercial bank of the country, will elevate the risk of losing the last US dollar correspondent banking relationship as a result of heightened diligence by banks in the US, the statement says. So more banks cracking down on cryptocurrencies. Have you experienced your own bank cracking down on cryptocurrencies? Let me know in the comments below. Bitconnect is in the news once again. you may know that Bitconnect was a Bitcoin related scam, and 2 US states are now imploring the Indian authorities to seize the property of Bitconnect promoters who were involved in promoting that dreadful scam. Authorities from 2 US states have asked India to seize the property of promoters of the Bitcoin investment firm Bitconnect. The Times of India reported yesterday. Bitconnect, which ceased its operations in January, was an open source cryptocurrency and investment program accused of being a Ponzi scheme. It was a Ponzi scheme, and yet they've ripped off loads and loads of people, basically. So they know who these people are, but the Indian authorities now need to act and take their property off them so that people can be compensated. Although it was such an obvious scam, I don't really understand how anybody could have got involved with it. But let me know what you think in the comments. Were you affected by that scam or other scams? I know there are very many of them. Now, Erik Finman, how many of you have heard of this guy? A young guy that's apparently a Bitcoin billionaire. And he's been tweeting saying, so many people were saying last year that they would have invested in Bitcoin when prices were low, if only they knew about it back then. But this year has shown that it's simply not true. Most people don't have the stomach for early adoption. I agree with him there. The price is so low, it's such a good time to buy at the moment, but people are still not buying in huge numbers. Maybe you've talked about Bitcoin to some of your friends and they're still not investing, even though you know it would be a good opportunity at the moment because prices are going to be rising in the near future. And also, this guy Erik Finman has been photographed with the comedian Daniel Tosh, and apparently they're doing a Bitcoin segment, so that should be very interesting. Definitely stay tuned. Just a little bit more information on Erik that I found on the Guardian website. Finman used his fortune to fund an educational business and is not as awful as he seems on Instagram. Erik Finman is one of the youngest Bitcoin millionaires, and an achievement he's not shy about flaunting. The 19-year-old's Instagram feed is full of ostentatious photos of himself stepping out of private jets or lying on beds covered with money with captions like, "Cash so worthless compared to Bitcoin, I'm sleeping on it." In one photo, he's pictured smoking with the caption, "Sometimes you just need a good smoke to relax when you have to live with the exhausting burden of so much money and too many beautiful women." After one of his fans admonishes him, he replies, "Don't worry guys, it's not a real cigarette, just 100. Don't smoke." The teenager who first bought Bitcoin when he was 12 years old with $1,000 from his grandmother styles himself in a similar vein to the notorious Martin Shkreli. He's just younger and not in jail. However, it's not all as it seems with Finman. Far from being a vapid Bitcoin bro, he admits his social media presence is a carefully calculated front. "I think being a provocateur is a fun way to get people to pay attention to my ideas," he tells me over the phone from his current base in San Francisco. You see the reaction to it, people go crazy, but that helps to draw attention to the actual world-changing projects that he wants to do. There's a photograph of him there, pictured with a gun and some so-called worthless $100 notes. So you can look into more details about that. So great that he's done so well with his Bitcoin investments, and you can definitely do the same or similar too. It's, I think, a very good time to get involved with Bitcoin right now because the price is so low, and we are in this pattern now where the price range is narrowing. It did drop from its all-time peak at $20,000, and it's now, at the time of making this video, just $6,258. So a greatly discounted price. If you like a bargain, I would definitely recommend that you get involved, because not only is the price low, but the RSI levels are low. So the relative strength of the market is very low at the moment, and that is a good sign that the price will rise. We're currently under each of the moving averages as well, which also points to the price being low, and I think a breakout is imminent. We could break out to above $10,000 as I predicted in previous videos, and I do think that breakout could come around the 26th of November. So if you want to get involved, the best exchange I believe is Coinbase. The reason that I say that is because they are based in the US, they are regulated, licensed, insured, they store the Bitcoin in an off internet wallet that's protected, so that helps to protect your assets. They've never been hacked. It is a legitimate exchange, and you can get $10 worth of Bitcoin for free, which is equivalent to about £7 or roughly €7 worth of Bitcoin. So click the link in the video description if you'd like a $10 credit. Subscribe to my videos for more updates like this, and do give the video a thumbs up if you appreciated the content. Thanks for watching. Check out this other video as well, and I shall see you again in tomorrow's video. Until then, bye for now.